Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I am here with an update about my YUH-portfolio, and as you can see I connect the marker of 2000 Swiss francs in my YUH-portfolio, so I'm really happy about that. A lot has to do with the fact that I add every month 200 Swiss francs to my YUH account, but yeah, my wage got paid, so I always begin my videos like this, so I deposited 200 Swiss francs into my YUH account. And the markets, they keep going up and down like a yo-yo. I don't know how you write it. It's yo-yo or yo-yo. I didn't look up how it should be written, but please excuse me for when I wrote it even bad when I put them both down. And I'm a small investor, at least on my YUH account. Okay, in our ETF portfolio, I also add 900 Swiss francs every month, and that's not that little amount. I know that, but here I only deposit 200 Swiss francs every month, so I can't do a lot of investing. And then I think it's wise to invest in things that you believe in. So I don't believe in crypto, so I don't invest in crypto. I don't invest in Tesla because I don't see the benefit of Tesla. It's a great car. I'm not saying that it's a bad car. It's just the value is so overrated. It's unbelievable. But it seems that I'm wrong, and a lot of people, yeah, they just put their money towards it, and now it's raising up again. So yeah, it's a bit strange sometimes to be in this market, but you have to decide for yourself in what you want to invest. Make up your mind, make a plan, and stick to the plan. And that's what I'm doing. And certainly don't start gambling like many rich people do. You see sometimes on YouTube, you have YouTubers, they earn a lot of money. They put money towards the stock, then it goes down 30%. Well, they just invest more. I can't do that. I don't have the luxury to do that. And like that, a lot of those investors, they get away with it, and a lot of people see that they get away with it, and they try to do it as well. But if you don't earn that kind of money, you can't do that. And sometimes it's tempting, like on Swissquote, you also have always in the corner, you have the fact that you can use margin, and then they say you can invest so much more. Don't go there, because when the market really crashes, and so far it hasn't crashed, so when it really crashes, then when you took on margin, you will feel it for sure. So don't go into your margin when it is offered to you. And then another thing, my overview video of the 20 stocks that I made a few weeks ago, well, they contained a few predictions. I already said it in that video that not all the numbers were going to be correct, because, yeah, I was basing them on predictions, and I made predictions myself as well. And in the next overview, so I always give those quadrants, those faults are corrected in yellow, and the things that you see in green are the actual reported earnings per share, and not the earnings per share that you can find on Yahoo Finance. So Yahoo Finance is sometimes running in front or running behind on the actual reportings of some stocks. So I took the actual numbers that were reported on the annual numbers meeting of the companies. So first, the buyable stocks. And as you can see here, BKW, it's in the green, so I bought BKW. And I put here BASF with a PE that is actually higher than my foreseeable PE at what I actually want to buy it, so below 18. But it's 32.72. But as you know, I believe that the earnings per share is going to move up to around 4.5. So the PE is actually lower, and when you increase this to 4.5, you have to divide this by 3, and then it's 11. So then it's certainly below the PE of 18. So that's why I put it at buyable. AXA is also still below the PE of 12. Volkswagen, unfortunately, they lowered their dividends, so actually I should have noted that on my overview video already, because that was an agreement with the unions in Germany that they needed to lower their dividend. Actually, it wasn't necessary because when you look at the earnings per share, it's 21.36. So when they had left it at 9, it was still lower, the payout ratio, lower than 50%. But now they are below 30%, so nothing to complain about that. And as you know, for me, lowering the dividend by a management, that's actually a sign that they are looking towards the company and not looking towards their own pockets, because sometimes they own a lot of stocks, just like Swatch, for example. That family, Hayek family, owns a lot of Swatch stocks, so it's in their benefit to pay out a large dividend. But if they choose to lower the dividend, that's in fact really good, because they don't want the company to go into debt to be able to pay out the dividend. Then you have BKW. Yeah, they had great numbers. Much more about that in the next slide. And AB InBev, yeah, it's still trading below a PE of 17, and as you know, I want it with a PE below 18. So there, AB InBev for me still really good value to buy it. Then the stocks that I really like, but they need to drop. It's Nestle, Siemens, Shell, Holcim, and Accor. Accor actually dropped quite a lot again, so it's getting closer and closer to where I want it to be. But yeah, it still needs to come down 2.36 PE values, so that's going to take a little long longer. But I hope that they will get there, because I really want Accor in my portfolio. And then you have the only one that has a PE below the PE that I anticipate and that I want to buy it below. That's Deutsche Post DHL with a PE of 13.64. Actually, it could be here, but I like BASF more than DHL. But those are actually the only 6 stocks that are in my eyes buyable right now of the 20. Then you have ENG, you have PSP, and there I need to make the remark that their actual earnings per share was 8.18 reported, but for me, I will calculate everything with 6.85, because yeah, it's a real estate company, and they work a lot with the valuations of their portfolio. And last year they had an overgain because their portfolio was estimated to had a higher value than before, and that had an effect on their earnings per share. And yeah, that's a bit the trouble with real estate, with working with earnings per share and the PE value. But I know it, so that's why I tell you that I deduct 1.30 more or less from their earnings per share, because they had an overvaluation of their property. Actually, not overvaluation, but a higher valuation of their property portfolio. Logitech, now I moved it from the non-buyable category to the buyable but, and yeah, I hope that it comes down further and further, just like Accor and Logitech. Yeah, when they go below 16 and 18 respectively, I will certainly pick them up or try to pick them up, because yeah, I need to be lucky, of course, that they are just on the right time below the PE value that I want to buy below. And then the not buyable, because so Swatch moved to this category, and for me it's still a good company, but a lot of people, they will see a PE value of 41.84 and they will be scared and they will start selling, so it will move down. But when it moves down a lot, I will pick up some shares even when it's going to be in this region. So I believe that when it's going to be around a PE of 30, then it's in the case of BASF, because Swatch is certainly going to pick up again. Then Infineon, it traded down a little bit, but still it's way above where it should be for me to be able to buy it. Any is also going in the right direction, but yeah, still a long way to go as well. Then Enel, they lowered their debt actually quite more, a lot more than I anticipated. So they lowered their debt to 55.8 billion euros. So I really like to see that, but still it's quite high. So I hope that the next quarters I see the debt going down even more. And when that's the case, I will move Enel to the buyable category. So when they drop below 45 billion, then I will move it to the buyable category when it's still with a P below 12. And then Bayer, yeah, Monsanto still giving troubles. Now they lost a case in America. Okay, they are appealing it, but it's not great to hear that, of course. And their earnings per share went down even more than before. So now it's minus 2.60. And for me, they really need to handle the Monsanto case, because it keeps them in a negative spiral. And yeah, it's difficult to move it to another category when the Monsanto story is still maintaining its grip on Bayer itself. So yeah, difficult thing there. But I bought BKW, and it's the first stock I buy a second time in this YUH-portfolio, and it's even at a lower price than my previous buy. So my previous buy was 155.40 Swiss francs. I will show you that in a few seconds. So I can't complain about that. Now it's 149.40, so 6 Swiss francs less that I bought it at. Now I paid a fee of 1.10 Swiss francs. So the first time that I bought it, it was just 0.10 Swiss francs. But a PE of 12.67 for BKW. So a company that reported really good results. The only negative thing on their report was actually their forecast for next year, or this year, I should say, for 2025. But they always have a tendency to do that, to underestimate or under forecast what they are going to perform, how they are going to perform in the year that is running. So I'm not scared about that at all. Even if the PE comes down a bit to around 10.50 again, I believe this is still a great company to own, because they are well diversified. So they are in energy, they are in buildings, they are in solar energy, wind energy. They they are a really great company. They keep investing in France, they keep investing in Switzerland, they keep investing in Germany, and they keep on improving on the infrastructure here in Switzerland as well. And I think that's really important if we want more electric vehicles, because when you want to charge them, it's going to put a lot of stress on the infrastructure, and they keep on working on the infrastructure. So I like to see that. And if you look at the graph here, so this is when I bought it the first time on the 6th of September of 2024. So when it opened, I bought it 155.40, and yeah, I here they reported their results, and because of the poor forecast, yeah, it dropped enormously, although the results were actually great. And then I was really hoping that it stayed down, but it moved up, and then Friday and Monday, it moved down, and then Tuesday morning, I had put my order in, and it's always a market order with you, so you have to wait and hope that you buy it at the right price. So it was 148.9 at the evening of Monday evening, and then Tuesday morning I bought it, and it was at 50 cents more than the day before. But I'm certainly not complaining. But look, because look at that. After the time that I bought it, it just kept moving up. Even today it moved up, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, so right now I deposited 200 Swiss francs on the 25th. So now in total I already deposited 1,900 Swiss francs on my U account. And right now it's 2,050.20 Swiss francs on my U account. And of that, there is still 71.26 Swiss francs left. Yeah, I couldn't buy two stocks, and I really don't want to buy below 100 Swiss francs, because otherwise, with the 1.1 Swiss francs cost that I always have, I don't want to go above 1% in costs on my U portfolio when I buy a stock. So that's why I have still 71.26 Swiss francs left over. And my portfolio looks like this right now. So you see a lot of green. Unfortunately, Swatch is down almost 10 Swiss francs, so 5.58% in the red there. A Volkswagen, yeah, they moved down as well in the past week and a half. I don't know why, because there is in fact no big difference than before, and the tariffs, actually they should be able to circumvent the tariffs from Europe to the US. But yeah, Trump is just putting his foot down, and we will have to wait and see what that's going to have as an effect on Volkswagen. But I think, yeah, investors, they always overreact, so that's why I'm now with a €0.5 in the red for my Volkswagen shares. But you see here, BKW, I was in the red 3 days ago with 5 Swiss francs, and now because I bought one share extra and it moved up again, now I'm 4.2 Swiss francs in the green. So really happy about that. And then our Swiss coins. So once again, I got 5 Swiss coins because I made a trade on the U account, and now I have 310 Swiss coins. So you see it here, 310, and the price went up from 0.01818 to 0.183857 Swiss francs. So you see it moved up here to where it is now, and with that I own now in total 5.70 Swiss francs in Swiss coin. So the roundup here, the graph, it's always lagging a day behind. I really think they should change that. But yeah, I can show you on Getquin how it is looking. So I will take here the max and then change this to portfolio value. So this is the actual graph right now on this moment, taking into account the current value of the euro as well. So it's 1,979.02, Swiss francs right now. And yeah, I like this graph more because you see the dotted line, that is in fact always the contribution that I made or the investment that I made extra. So you see it moving up, and then you see the difference. When it's in the green, I'm above the dotted line, or when it's below, I was below it. So you see in the beginning of the portfolio, I was a lot of the time in the red, but then it started trading in the green, and I'm still in the green, so I can't complain about that. Here you can also see the dividends, but more about that in a few seconds. So that you already know. So the cash position 71.26 Swiss francs invested so far with all the costs, exchange cost and reinvested dividend that I made. I invested 1,829.40 Swiss francs, and investments is 1,978.94. So that this is from yesterday evening. So you see that today it traded actually in the red. You saw that on Getquin as well, that it was below the line and in the red. And the crypto is 5.70, so the stocks are worth 1,973.24 Swiss francs. And if you want to know then the current profit or loss on the stocks, then you need to subtract. I made a mistake there, I think. Yeah, I need to take 1,973. So this is a mistake, 1,973.24. It should be minus 1,829.40, and that's 143.84. So this is just the wrong number. I should have put this number here, but this profit is correct, and the plus 7.86% is correct as well. And then we can go to the dividends that we can expect, the brutto dividends. So it's 28.97 Swiss francs and 44.43 euros. And the only change that came is Volkswagen with the 30% lower dividend per share, so from 9 to 6.30 euros, and one share more of BKW, so this one went from 3.40 to 6.80 in total. And this means that we have a current yield of 3.58%, and the yield on cost is 3.86%. And here you can see this is my estimation, 70.64. And if we go to the Getquin, there you can see that now everything is fine. You have a prediction on Getquin of 70.80 Swiss francs. So that's really nice. And here you can go to the year 2025 and see already what is forecasted and announced. So Logitech is already forecasted. So this is actually going to be correct. And the next payment is going to be Nestle in April, and that one is going to be 9.15 Swiss francs. So an increase of 3 to 3.05 per share. And I'm really looking forward to receive the 9.15 Swiss francs from Nestle. And with that being said, I thank you for watching to this one. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and hitting that like button helps out the channel enormously as well, with the YouTube algorithm, of course. So thank you for watching to this one, and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.